All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the Houston Texans, folks. They just keep doing it. CJ Stroud and co, the defense making plays. Nico Collins is out. Damian Pierce is out. 544 yards of offense. You're playing one of the hottest teams in the league. You're playing, actually, in my opinion, one of the best teams in the league in the Cincinnati Bengals. You just can't teach this stuff. You just genuinely cannot teach it. Great players win despite, and that's exactly what CJ Stroud has been doing. Noah Brown, Devin Singletary, I just absolutely love how it's next man up mentality with this Texans roster right now. You just genuinely can't teach it. When the pressure rises, he just locks in. He goes gas pedal. He's cool, calm, steady, collected in pressure. On the season thus far, rookie CJ Stroud, 61.6 completion percentage. He's averaging 291 yards per game, which, by the way, that is the highest mark in the league. He has 15 touchdowns. He only has 2 interceptions, and he has a passer rating of 101. And folks, they're taking down talented teams. They are just taking down talented defense. They put up like 39 last week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They just beat Cincinnati on the road. Cincinnati at home is one of the best in the business. So today we're going to be talking about this red hot Houston Texans team. They just keep winning, man. It is crazy. But before we get into this video, Texans fans, I do try to make at least one Texans video every single week. So if we could try and get this video to 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. Just what a great week right now. Just what a great time to be a Houston sports fan. The Houston Rockets have rattled off 6 straight victories. But man, I loved what I saw yesterday. You know, maybe if Boyd caught that ball, maybe the Texans wouldn't have won that game. But we could sit here and play if and or but all day. This guy is so special. He is genuinely so special. So 23 for 39, not the most accurate day, but 356 yards. He averaged 9.1 yards per completion, 1 touchdown. He did throw that interception to Cam Taylor-Britt as time was getting close to the wire. Stuff you don't really see much from CJ Stroud, mistakes like that. But hey, man, that's only his 2nd interception on the season. And he's a rookie, and rookies are going to make mistakes. Players are going to make mistakes in general. Devin Singletary stepping up back-to-back weeks in wake of Damian Pierce's injury. I heard the statistic, and I couldn't believe it. I didn't know it was this bad. The Houston Texans, prior to yesterday's victory over Cincinnati, had not had a rushing game over 100 yards, or they had not had a player rush for over 100 yards in 17 weeks. 17 freaking weeks. Now, Devin Singletary is one of these additions that we pinpointed on this channel in the offseason because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, first off, I love Damian Pierce. My buddy is a huge Florida Gator fan, so of course I love Damian Pierce, and I still am very bullish on his career, as crazy as it may seem. But Devin Singletary comes on over from the Buffalo Bills, and he's been rock solid steady in his brief NFL career. Like all 4 seasons, over 600 rushing yards. He's coming off an 800 rush yard season, but he just kind of got overshadowed and overlooked or underlooked or whatever it is because of Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. And it's, you know, Josh Allen. Everybody likes to say, no, they have no run game. They have no run game. Well, Devin Singletary was a super quality running back for him. And you pair him up with Damian Pierce once he's healthy, but just in general, it's games like yesterday against the Bengals. Keep in mind, man, the Cincinnati Bengals top 10 defense. They're loaded. They can get pressure on the QB, as we saw. They can stop the run. I mean, it's a Super Bowl level defense. And Devin Singletary said, F it. I'm going for a career. 30 carries, 150 yards, and a touchdown. It was absolutely beautiful. I also liked the creativity in the play calling. Xavier Hutchinson with a 17-yard rush, Tank Dell with a 13-yard rush, and then we saw the CJ Stroud 8-yard rush touchdown, which was critical. I love that he is so mobile. It's crazy his ability to extend plays with his feet. You know, you could take a look, you know, excuse me, let's say you didn't watch this football game and you just see, you know, CJ Stroud's rushing statistics. It's nothing like Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields, whatever. But this dude extends plays. He extends drives. And what's crazy is he's doing all of this stuff. He's moving left. He's moving right. He's avoiding sacks. And he's still finding guys open. He's still making pass plays. He's still throwing the ball where it needs to be thrown. And it's just genuinely special. Noah Brown, back-to-back unbelievably insane games, and they really needed it yesterday afternoon because of Nico Collins' injury. He finished the day with 7 catches for 172 yards. Folks, Noah Brown yesterday averaged 25 yards per catch. I mean, it was huge. He pretty much, I mean, CJ threw it to him to end the game. And the kicker won the game, obviously, but beautiful setup, yards after catch or yards after hit. Noah Brown is just back-to-back weeks. And these are players, like the Dallas Cowboys, Dalton Schultz and Noah Brown. We were talking about this in our last Texans video, saying the Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott could not get anything from both of those two guys like what we've seen from CJ Stroud in these past 2 weeks. I mean, CJ Stroud is genuinely that special. Dalton Schultz, the other former Cowgirl, 4 catches, 71 yards. Tank Dell did see 14 targets. He only had only six catches. He had 6 catches for 53 yards and a touchdown. One of the most intriguing rookie wide receivers, one of the most intriguing rookies in this league in general. John Mechie III, 2 catches for 25 yards. Robert Woods, a catch for 15 yards. Devin Singletary, a catch for 11 yards. What I love is the distribution. 7 different receivers caught a ball in that game against the Bengals. I just love it, man. CJ Stroud, 364 passing yards, 2 total touchdowns, and then that interception. But man, I got to hand it to this defense. They just get the job done. They get the job done. And I know I feel like we talk about this in every single Texans video, but it pretty much rings true. DeMeco Ryan said it as the season began. Like, look, man, he didn't say this exact word for word, but, the Texans won 3 games last season. Right? We might not have the best roster in the world, but we're going to outwork you, and we're going to outwork you every single snap. So defensively, man, shout out to this defense for just doing what they need to do when they need to do it. Causing interceptions, 2 interceptions on Joe Burrow. That's an impressive feat, man. This is a fully healthy Joe Burrow. This is a lethal Bengals team. Don't let their current 5-4 record fool you. I mean, they're one of the best teams in the National Football League. But finally, we'll wrap up on this subject. Situationally, CJ Stroud is unbelievable. And even if he wasn't putting up these crazy statistics, once again, just to go back to those, CJ Stroud, the rookie, on the 3-win Texans of last season, is throwing for 291 yards per game, which is number 1 in the league. He has 15 touchdowns. He has just 2 interceptions, and he has a passer rating of 101. Situationally, in the fourth quarter, I mean, all 4 quarters, but in the fourth quarter, this dude just turns it on. When that pressure rises, he snaps it or cracks his fingers. I don't know if you guys could hear that, and just locks in. Gas pedal, balls to the wall. He's cool, calm, collected in pressure situations. This guy's a class act. I mean, he is going to be unbelievable. And I know Texans fans know this, and it's just cool because we're 9 games in here, and it's not like, after the first game, we're thinking, all right, let's, it's just 1 game. Let's give it some time. 2 games in. All right, I like it. Let's just continue to see it. We're 9 games in, folks. CJ Stroud's one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League. So that's it for tonight. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. But most importantly, Texans fans, what are you guys thinking right now? Because I cannot imagine you're not ecstatic. I mean, this is beautiful. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you next time.